I debuted the three woman theory on. Well, actually, before we do the three woman theory, we're gonna go to a break. We're gonna go to a break. All right, as you all may know, we've been doing fill-in Fridays for the last couple of weeks for the first 5 ladies who hit up Big Baby for a fill-in. I will sponsor you at the nail shop to get a fill-in. But I think we're going to get rid of fill-in Fridays, and now we're going to have fitness Fridays. Because a lot of you women used to be looking like a snack, now you're looking like a fat, and we want to get you back to snack size, baby. So hit me up on Fridays with the price of the membership for the gym, and we will refund you once you provide receipt for applying for a gym and getting a membership. We will sponsor you to the gym. 5 lucky ladies will get the opportunity to get free gym memberships on the Big Baby. These ads are jokes. I'm not really sponsored, so take it for what it's worth. It's fun. But anyways, let's get back to the 3 woman theory. All right, so I'm back, and I'm gonna explain to you the 3 woman theory. And it kind of came from a story from a friend. It's crazy now, like, I'll be trying to, like, put the pods on Snapchat while I'm, like, recording. But goddamn, I'm so far away from the microphone that you can't even tell I'm recording the pod, like, on the Snap. But it is what it is. So, the 3 woman theory came from a conversation. I mean, it's built over time, some shit that I've had. But it came from a couple of conversations with some friends that I've had. Like I said, we talked about it on BSN and Bahrain, episode 1. But I'm gonna deep dive into it just so you all know. Yes, I just gotta let y'all know about the 3 woman theory, aka the 3 bitch theory, whatever you want to call women. Understand, like, when I use the term bitch, it's like people use the term niggas, term of endearment. It's never meant to be disrespectful. Never. But anyways, my friend was telling me a story about a man in a marriage who didn't believe his wife was his soulmate. I've never met this man, and I totally agree with what he said. I firmly believe that settling down and being in a monogamous relationship is settling. Now, I firmly believe that right now, but if I meet somebody who sweeps me off my feet, maybe I'll change my mind. A man is only as faithful as his options. Now, that doesn't mean a man wants every woman that he encounters, but there is always another person out there to satisfy us. In a world of 7 billion people, there is no way that there is one person for me, but I believe there is a compromise. Now, this is coming from a male's point of view because I'm a man, and I can only speak for myself and the way I think as a man. I offer you the 3 woman theory. # free polygamy. I think it takes at least 3 women to make a man happy. Now, before you jump down my throat, I'm not saying you're fucking all of them, okay? I'm also not saying women don't need multiple men in their life. Hell, I don't know what women need besides some dick. Other than that, hell, does anybody know what these motherfuckers need? And hell, all of them don't even want no dick. Some of them like women, so do I really know what a motherfucking woman wants? Obviously not. But maybe the soulmate ass niggas know, well, hell, maybe I should ask Sway, because that nigga knows everything. Now back to the 3 woman theory. Sorry, I get off topic. You need 1, your emotional woman, your best friend, And if I ever fall in love again, I will be sure that the lady is a friend. You want that one woman in your life who is a friend, that one who understands you, the one who you can go to when you and your girl's having problems. She say it would be okay, suggest the right thing I should do. Go home and lay my head down. Yeah, but anyways, that woman. And I feel like most men have that woman who your relationship is fairly platonic, but she's a reoccurring figure in your life. no matter who you're in a relationship with. But she's there for you when you're low and you don't want to go to your woman about something, or even may know more things about you than your woman does because you let her know all the not shit stuff about you. I think that's an important woman to have in your life. And y'all may friends on each other, but you need that woman. And again, all of these relationships are not physical relationships. It is just having fulfillment. The full fulfillment that you want from people of the opposite sex or the sex that you're attracted to. I shouldn't just say opposite sex because everybody is not straight, which is fine here. We don't judge. I'm straight. And but you want to have that person who provides that emotional stability for you. Then you want that physical one. The motherfucker who you have and y'all gets real nasty, you know what I'm saying? Me and my sugar, we gets real nasty. Get some good fucking in, you know what I'm saying? Good sex. It's time to have sex, you know. They're real good shit, you know. And they can please you on a physical level, whether it's the way they look, the way they smell, your fucking toenail paint color. Yeah. Or, you know, just the sex that y'all have, the physical relationship that y'all build. I think that's something that is really important. And, you know, that's the one that can kind of really cloud your judgment because the sex is so damn good that you think the relationship is good, but it's not. And I honestly think a lot of people end up in relationships like this where they find like a certain level of comfort and consistent sex that they enjoy, that they end up entering into a monogamous relationship that they're not happy in, but they're like, you know what? It's whatever. The sex is good. We can make it work. Don't fall into this pitfall. You don't have to do that. Put the bottle down, right? Because sometimes when you're on that bottle, you forget what makes you happy. You're just going for the instant gratification, but you don't think long term. You gotta think long term. Just because the pussy is good don't mean the relationship is good. Hashtag free monogamy. Oh, excuse me, not free monogamy, free polygamy. What the hell is wrong with me? I need to put the bottle down. I'm fucking up. That's good water. Serious this time too. Ain't even on that juice today. It's a weekday. And the last one is the social one. And when I say social, it's that person that speaks to the social being that you are. If you a Netflix and chill ass motherfucker, it's that person who come over Netflix and chill. Y'all watch movies and y'all enjoy doing things socially. Or if you're like me, you like to go out and party, it's that person that you want to go out and party with. But so often, you know, there's a negative stigma that comes with the party girl or even the party guy that's not a person that you want to be in a relationship with because, you know, shit, man, motherfuckers be in the streets. And I know for me personally, I don't know how well a relationship for me would work with somebody who likes to go out because I like to go out so much. And I need somebody to rein me in. If I got me a young street runner boy, you know. But again, I'm speaking at this from my perspective. So now I'm kind of giving you excuse me. Anyways, I'm kind of giving you the background of the three different types of women that I think we all need to satisfy us. Now, the responsible thing for me to do was to say these are the types of things that we should want filled from women in our relationship, but not to mention you still got financial and somebody who you are matched with, like with the same type of goals and all of that shit. But I'm not deep diving into this, into the whole thing of what makes a great relationship because I quite frankly haven't been in a great relationship yet, so I don't fucking know. But I can look at these three basic things and say, hey, this is usually what people want as a baseline for satisfaction. And maybe, just maybe, you know, you can find that one person that fits all three of these. But I highly fucking doubt it because, again, I don't believe in soulmates. And I like to believe a soulmate would satisfy all three. So here's what I propose, society, America, in terms, like Bernie Mac saying, America. Here's what I decide. Let's take a step back and look at how happy are we. We go back to the man who had a wife who he didn't feel like was his soulmate. But he's entered into this financial, legally binding commitment with this person that is supposed to be for eternity. Now, mind you, most people get married at a time where they have more life to live than they've already lived. What makes you think you and this person are going to grow into the same type of people, that life is going to take y'all in the same fucking direction? You have no idea. So why not put yourself in a situation to have multiple people to make you happy? Because oftentimes so many people stay in toxic relationships because it's comfortable, or, well, we're married now, so blah, blah, blah. But you're not fucking happy. Why do something that doesn't make you happy? At the end of the day, the only person you have to look at is yourself in the mirror. And that's the only person you can take care of, especially if you ain't got no fucking kids. So why the hell would you do something that doesn't make you happy? Now, I know this is a hard sell. Like, hey, look here, baby. I'm going to bring in two other women to the relationship. No, that's not how you do it. You don't bring the two other women into the house with you and whichever woman you choose to make your primary. Now, of these three, whichever one is most important to you, you have to make the primary. Because somebody has to have your kids. You got to have the primary. But just because one is the primary does not mean they're number one. Well, excuse me. It does not mean that their value is that much more higher than the others. And again, all of these relationships are not physical. They're not all physical. There is a certain aspect of, hey, maybe you and the social girl, y'all just like to go out together, have a great time, and then y'all go home in separate homes, separate vehicles. Or maybe you and the emotional one, y'all just sit, talk, have a good time. You tell them your problem, they tell you their problems, and that's it. And y'all go back to your significant other. Or maybe you and the physical one, y'all just fuck buddies and y'all just get your rocks off of one another, but it's nothing more serious than that. But there has to be a certain level of consistency with these women, and they have to know that the others exist but not know who they are. That's the key. Now, you freaks, this is not the time to try to do a threesome. Now, if you're gonna do a threesome, you bring somebody outside of the circle in for that, not one of the top three. I'm saying the big three. I might change this from the three-woman theory to the big three. I like that, the big three. So you don't ever want to mess up the big three, because the big three is the key to a championship team. You see, LeBron did it. The Celtics did it back in the 80s. Yeah, the Lakers did it back in the 80s as well. The Celtics did it again in the 2000s. Excuse me. Cleveland done it. The Warriors done it. But then they had a big four, and now they have a big five. I do not recommend the big five to anybody. Having to deal with 5 women who you are seriously involved with is a bit much, and I don't recommend that to even the smoothest operators. Unless you're moving covertly and none of those women know that the others exist, then you got that there. But here's the thing, fellas. The thing you're not going to want to hear. At least 2 of these women have to have the option to fuck off. Now, me too. There she goes. All of y'all. Don't crucify me for this now. Don't crucify me for saying, oh, you can have your cake and eat it too, but one of the women can't. No, that's not what I'm getting at. There has to be open and clear communication out of what you want from the relationship and what you may be doing while the other person is not around. Again, it's not their business when exactly it happens or who you do it with, but there has to be an understanding that, hey, these things are going to happen. Because the last thing you want to do is lead somebody on and have them believe that you are someone that you're not. And that's what happens so often in dating, because we don't get to know each other before we date. We just meet, Tinder, oh, you're cool, I meet you at a club, we hook up, whatever the case may be. And then we start to present ourselves in a way to show off our best qualities, but not show off our worst qualities. And in order to maintain the relationship, we are afraid to say, hey, yeah, I kind of want to do this and not this, and I kind of want to be like this and not like that. And then you find yourself tied to somebody and you're not happy. So the thing is, honesty up front is key, but also understanding what can go wrong when you're honest up front. You have to understand you may lose out more than you win sometimes on the long-term piece. But you can't be afraid to put that out there. And honestly, you'll be shocked when you start having these conversations with people to see that there's a nice number of people who are, more into having multiple partners than you think. And that doesn't make them a whore or a slut or whatever you want to call them. It just makes them human.